I'm going to show you how to deal with a paper pattern. People feel that they pick up a paper pattern in their size and they can just cut out their size and use that paper pattern. Now, there's a bit of preparation that it would be really useful if you did before you start using your paper pattern. First of all, take your measurements, bust, waist and hips minimum, your back length from the bone at the top, at the base of your neck to your waist, and then you have got lots of different measurements on the pattern envelope. And what you need to do is to compare your measurements with those on the envelope. You will not be, if you are a size 12 in dress clothes when you go to the shop, you will not be a size 12, you might be 14 or 16. Don't be alarmed, it is only a number. Now the beauty of multi-size patterns is you have lots of sizes on one pattern, so you have lots of lines. So if you're a size 12 top and a size 14 bottom half, you can actually do what we call grading from one pattern size to the other. So you can go from the 12 at the top down to the 14 at the bottom. Now if you spend some time preparing and fitting your pattern, it will save you an awful lot of hassle while you're making something. So whenever I pick up a new pattern, or my students pick up a new pattern, what we do is we work out which bits of the pattern we need. So we go onto the instructions inside, find view C or whichever view you want to make, after of course looking at those measurements on the back and finding out which size you are, and then we select our pattern pieces. Now I want to draw your attention to amazing fit patterns. One of the main problems my students have is different bust sizes and getting patterns to fit you. Now the Amazing Fit range have got multiple sizes, so therefore A, B, C, D cup. So therefore the side panels are slightly bigger to accommodate a fuller bust. So what you do is you find the pattern pieces for your bust size. Having selected your pattern pieces that you need, and again, you need to shorten your pattern. I'm short-waisted, so I always have to shorten the bodice of a pattern piece. I always have to take up a little bit. So this is where it's quite useful to have somebody with you to help you sew, or I've got my friend here, the tailor's dummy, who I've customised to my shape. She also has layers I can peel off if I lose weight. So what you do is you pin your pattern together. So here I've got a pattern that's pinned together, and then you fit your pattern. Now, you don't have to have a tailor's dummy. All you need is a friend, somebody that can pin that pattern onto you. And what you do is pin that paper pattern onto your body, pin the centre front, pin the centre back, and you can see instantly how well that pattern's going to fit you. Now, if you're going to make a really, really special fabric, or even if you're lacking in confidence and you're not quite sure where to go next, get yourself some cheap lining, some sheeting, something, and make yourself a toile. So I've made a toile, and it's literally a mock-up of the dress pattern that I showed you just now. If you make that toile, what happens is you can do further alterations, because obviously the paper pattern will fit you in a certain way, but paper is rigid. So therefore, it's much better if you go onto the fabric and play with that on your body. But also, another thing I forgot to mention is make sure you iron your pattern pieces and iron your fabric, because every little crease in your pattern or fabric affects the fit of your garment. So, fit your paper pattern, make a toile, particularly if you're doing a really special outfit, because every time you handle a special fabric it marks. So do all your alterations on your toile and then you're ready to go. And if you do lots of alterations, draw some grain lines on this as you cut it out, and you can use that as your new pattern.